From February 13 to April 28, 2013, the San Jose Museum of Quilts and Textiles is hosting Junco Sato Pollack, Meditation in Space and Time. Junco Sato Pollack is a maker of light reflective fabric sculpture that floats in space. Here she talks about her meditation practice and how meditation has affected her work and her life. She explains, "In meditation one releases all mundane thought and mental activity to focus lightly on the breath, on emptiness, the void, and observe the subconscious and superconscious mind activity. Museum visitors will participate in this meditation by stitching wishes or mantras onto a piece of blank sutra fabric prepared by the artist." Junco, your work is very much influenced by the experience of meditation. Could you tell us about your experience with it?
Yes, I studied with Keido Fukushima of Tofukuji Temple, abbot of Tofukuji Temple in Kyoto. This is Rinzai Zen lineage, and Roshi Fukushima Keido came to United States for the last 20 years. He has passed away last year, unfortunately, but he made trips to United States, and he also came to Atlanta. So we were introduced to meditation, and he would always demonstrate calligraphy, Zen calligraphy, with his Zen circle inserted Zen sayings.
Rinzai is noted for its work with koans. Did you do koan work?
I have not. However,
Is that a relief for you?
I read many koans, but I was not that level. I would do jikisan. Every time I went to Kyoto. As a woman, it was a special privilege to be invited into the Sodo to sit, do meditation with the monks. So I feel I was very privileged to have had that opportunity, and each time I visited the temple at Tofukuji, Roshi Fukushima would invite me to his section, and we discussed. But that was not like jikisan with koan answers.
What is your understanding of the Buddhist void?
This is my void.
This is your void over here?
This is my void piece. The sky image in the voided out metallic polyester. Okay. This is my void piece, and also about the purity of awareness. The way I constructed in order to express my concept of void is this. The fabric is a polyester aluminum metallic fabric. So at first I created void in the field. Those blue area was at first made into a total void. And sky image is superimposed in that clear field. And while I was taking photographs of the sky images in order to put that over here, I realized my camera will not take a picture of blue sky. Okay? There was no shape to focus on, therefore I had to include clouds in the field of view in order to have a photograph. And so there is cloud but in there, but that is actually the complete void.
Mm-hmm. Which one of these pieces might most accurately express average mind or ordinary mind, or the mind that chatters, or the mind that cannot stop?
And this is the piece.
Okay.
This
Tell
one
us.
is Sky Cloud Color. In Heart Sutra, there is a very famous passage, Shikisokuze ku, ku shikize ku sokuze shiki, which means the sky is empty. Emptiness is color. Color is exactly like sky, which is emptiness. So in this piece, the sky, which is the space, which is filled with chitta, the compassionate universal mind, and also this piece expresses the mind that is identifies with ego and passion.
Monkey mind?
Monkey mind, all right, which is a good way. The color, the squares are the monkey mind that fills the space. And that monkey mind has ego, full of emotions that is conflicting. This is how I expressed it in a square that has different colors coming from back and the front, all complementary colors, creating a disharmonious, these are discordant accordance of colors.
Right. Now it seems to me, between your rendition of the void and your rendition of sky and monkey mind, there is this. What is this over here?
This is the awareness of once you clarify your awareness, if you are able to get rid of, detach from the monkey mind and go to the original who you are, the original mind that you are born with, pure mind. This is, we create harmony around us with nature and living with other human beings, and this is what I thought our life would look like when we can live in harmony.
And the last hanging piece you have is over here. What is this evocative of?
Okay, this is the mind. Okay. This piece is titled Sky, Cloud, and Air. And I wanted to express the sparks of air, the idea that comes to our mind while our mind is totally calm, but there is sort of sparks of energy that charges our mind, spirit.
Junco, last question. How has meditation changed your life?
Just the way it turned out.
My personality is very active, and my mind is always active. But meditation taught me to focus and sit with my mind clear, and I think I have developed long patience and be able to sit for a long time and with my mind focused on one thing. And as a textile artist, this was, this is what I do, working with art. But what meditation taught me is to keep that silence and calmness into my life while I'm working with weaving, coloring, which is very emotional, stitching, which is very focused. But the meditation is the base to carry that clarity and stillness of my mind into that artwork activity.
Yeah. Okay, Junco, thank you so much for talking to us about your art and about meditation.
Thank you. Namaste.
Yes, it was wonderful. We were there for 2 days.
Stitching is not in order to decorate our life, secular life, but my stitches were inspired by Indian textiles. I have one piece that I had wanted to share. This which I think is mandala, ritual piece that creates a space of universe, cosmic awareness, with you in the middle, the artist or the focus of thought in the middle, and it goes in a concentric enclosure, circle or square. So this was the inspiration piece for the wall, and I called it Kinhin series to dub that cosmic awareness into a Zen temple. The structure, the colorful structures in the middle are the section of Zen temple called Hojo. This is where the Roshi, a priest, lives and lectures. So this is the brain center of the Zen temple. I also dubbed it to my brain. This entire piece was constructed within made within the 6 years of my before and after retirement. This is my first year in retirement, so 5 years in making, plus 1 year to finish the last piece. My purpose of construct this exhibition was to explore and live totally meditative life. I've been studying meditation over 20 years, but this was the last 10 years of meditation and artwork and living daily life as one. Up to that point, I was living a professional life, exhibition life, going all over the world, all over the place. My mind was expansive and mind full of stuff. But I've kept reading and wanted to explore the kind of life that is totally focused into my inner awareness. So 2002, I designed and built my studio in the mountain, North Georgia, about an hour and a half away from Atlanta. And first I planted 30 trees for the last 30 years of flying for my carbon footprints to make up. Someone told me that one round trip between New York and London, you should plant 1 tree to make up for the carbon footprints. So I did, to make up for the 30 years of traveling, and then grounded myself in the mountain at the foothill of Appalachia, and read and meditated and meditated. And these stitches came out of that daily meditation. Now, the meditation took me to various stages of awareness, self-awareness. And it goes in this order to all the way to the other corner. And I would like to walk you through walk you through what's going on in my mind. Each work took about 6 to 7 months. And of course I was working, doing commissions, all that daily life had to go on, but I struck a balance of 4 days weekend and 3 days work in the 3 days work in Atlanta and 4 days up in the mountain. And therefore, these 4 days were my continuum working on these pieces. The first piece, my stitches are everywhere. The stitches means walks, breath, breathing, and walks and thought from one moment to the next. Stitching, I'm sure many of you are stitchers, and you know, stitching, the act of stitching makes you focus on the present moment. Each stitch gives you moment and moment awareness. And stitches connects into a line. Lines gathered becomes of area, which indicates time. And area much more developed, it becomes space. And so after you spend about 6 months of stitching, focusing on moment and moment, with the mind totally open to whatever happens, a certain quality of awareness of your mind appears in this. The first work was stitching were going everywhere. My mind was still full of stuff. Next work, I was able to focus some more. And this one is called focus. And however, I'm nowhere enlightened. I just learned to focus fiercely. Focus onto doing some one thing, which was an advancement at that time.
Right.
And the third piece somehow appeared as like writing, vertical writing, horizontal writing, text was the indication lying around behind this work. It's more intellectually developing, understanding who I was or where I am in my life. This one is resolution. Over here around the corner, a surface has developed, and this work, at this point, I've been doing 3 years of stitching, and at this point, stitching became something else, and I was stitching dry raked sand. It's a Zen garden awareness came. In other words, what I was seeing, what I was doing was not exactly what I was doing. I was elevating, transcendent vision had come out. And I think that's what most artists do in the middle of the work. When you work with open mind, instead of having a set goal, design, and following through, when you work with totally open mind, something surfaces, and that becomes the nature of the work. Okay, so here's the dry sand, and here's behind is the moss. So I wanted to make a contrast between the dryness of the grit and the soft, lush green in this. I think I was there. And over here is Samadhi, which is yogic, complete awareness on the focus and the being condition is called Samadhi. And in this piece, everything became so free and painless. Everything happened without any thought. And I believe that is where the meditator's goal goes to when everything becomes effortless, unconscious, but still reaching certain goal. Last one is Nirvana. In this one, I was totally aware of Tibetan Buddhists' awareness of world around them, and the colors appeared, and stitches, colored threads were the only means of the color interactions, and I enjoyed doing this very much. This reached me to the next, where I'm ready to do next level of stitching. I'm involved with a group exhibition called Rainbow Colors, and hope to provide hope for reconstructing damaged or destroyed neighborhood community. And this is a series of group exhibitions with calligraphers, painters in Japan and Europe, and myself from USA. So what I wanted to do is to ask the community to come and make a mandala of hope, using my work that is chopped up, indicating the destroyed neighborhood, okay, or disaster, and sort of fixing and stitching onto it, which is a very healing activity, indicating we will provide some hope for that disaster zone to be reconstructed. And I'm asking everyone to post the mandala squares here, and I've been documenting each person's message of hope. Now, by themselves, they are wonderful mandala, but I will take them and make into a larger square of stitches, a larger mandala, and more power to it when many people give hope for it.
What are we looking at?
Okay, this is my current piece that I'm working on using mandala of hope, which we are working on this. It's an ongoing wall, interactive wall. What I'm working on is Kaivalluya, which is the which is the series to complete this Kinhin series. After Nirvana, I wanted to express the Buddhist idea of self completely merging into nothingness. Mm-hmm. And I just started stitching, and what I want to express is the material body and the mind body kind of merging into each other, or flaking off from the mind, body flaking off from the mind, or the body, the spirit leaving the body.
What is your understanding of the spirit leaving the body?
I'm a Buddhist yogi, I would say. I follow yogic awareness of 5 sheath of body. In Buddhism, they also have a same idea with probably different bodhicitta. I'm following the Annamaya Kosha, Onomaya Kosha, Pranayama Kosha, and so forth. There are 5 sheath of body, which can be translated into mind, spirit, and body awarenesses. But when the last moment of our life, this is where we are preparing ourselves through our meditation, for that moment when our spirit leaves this body. And this Kaivalya piece is, I would like to explore that sense of freedom. I look forward to hearing your stories. Yes, every piece must have a wonderful story.
I did some tours of duty service on the NIS, which were 9 weeks.